Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Race of Champions 5, the second night for us, brought to you by Oceanic Sim Racing, powered by V8 Online, and thanks to our special sponsors, McGrath Foundation. I'm Daniel Bryan in the host seat. With me tonight, Clayton Brooks again. How are you, Brooksy?
Good, Daniel. Good. Glad to be back for a second night. Looking forward to tonight's racing. If last night was anything to go by.
Definitely a fantastic race, last two for Race of Champions, and this one should definitely be a cracker. We're here at Phillip Island with the Star Mazdas, so we're on home turf for a change, and some open wheelers, which a lot of these guys don't get a lot of time to get some laps in.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit different for a few of them with the open wheeler, but a bit of downforce around Phillip Island. I don't think it'll be such a bad thing for them.
Now, I'm just getting into the session now. So we'll have a look over the championship results at the moment. I think we've got from last night, probably a dead giveaway. The TTR boys are tying at the moment with Josh Muggleton and Madison Down both tying for first.
Yeah, that's a super effort by those guys, first and second, and then first and second in the second race. So they're going to be hard to beat tonight. I don't know if Simon and the OSR guys have got anything to throw at them to try and knock them off their perch. Some little hiccups along the way, but yeah, they're going to be very hard to knock off.
Yeah, definitely a hard duo to beat. Maybe they might get whopped with a weight penalty, but we won't put that one too much out there. Justin Ruggier sitting in third, showing that consistency is the key. Hasn't won a race. He sits trailing by about 48 points, but he's definitely got the urge to win it. Talking to him earlier today, he wants this one, and hopefully the Star Mazda falls a bit into his favour. Michael Fabian fourth and Ben Cornett are our top five. I think Ben Cornett's probably going to have a pretty strong showing tonight, though.
Yeah, I think open wheels will definitely suit Ben Cornett. He's doesn't mind racing them, especially if he can get the draft off someone around Phillip Island. He'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely. Although I'm pretty sure I saw a server up for him before that said the F131 sucks. But we won't go into that. We won't ask any questions. So the rest of the top 10, Tony Autridge in 6th, Matthew Barron, my boy, in 7th, James Stevenson 8th, Christopher Osborne 9th, and Simon Black 10. So they're the top 10 in the current driver standings. Probably names that you would expect to see up there, I'd say, for the top 10 for Race of Champions.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's exactly what it is, Race of Champions. So cream always rises to the top in this sort of scenario, this secret track, secret cars. Doesn't matter what you throw at the good guys, they're quick anyway. So not really too many surprises in that top 10.
Yeah, definitely not. There's a reason why they're called aliens. But yeah, definitely the guys that we thought would be up there are definitely up there. The top 5 is pretty much what you would expect out of a Race of Champions. But in saying that, our harsh little Mike has been on the warpath after round 2 from Barber Motorsport, and he's handed out some penalties.
I think he went to bed last night dreaming of black flags and a big smile on his face, I think. But he's got the penalties from last night, from the first race in the Mazda at Spa. I've got incident between Chris Osborne and Christian Elwood. Christopher Osborne copped the 15-point penalty for that, yellow flag. John Latham, Sean Kelly incident was deemed just a racing incident. John O'Barry and Wayne Tooley's. John O'Barry copped the 15 points for that incident. Another one with John O'Barry and Sean Kelly, but Sean copped the penalty for that one. And after the race, Ian Lake was hit with 10 points for exceeding track limits, using too much of the runoff area. Now, in the second race, at Barber in the late model, we got Jamie Fuchs and John Latham had an incident. Jamie Fuchs got the 15-point penalty for that one. Sorry, Wayne Tooley, Darren Marsh had it coming together. Darren got the 15-point penalty for there. Wayne Tooley and Paul Keegan had an accident, and Wayne Tooley actually got a drive-through penalty. I think we touched on last night, and Tobias and Paul Keegan come together, and Paul Keegan got a yellow card, 10 points for that one.
Yeah,
so that's muddled it around a little bit where blokes may have been, but not too many harsh penalties, I don't think, only 10 or 15 points.
Yeah, definitely not a...
So it's I think the penalties are good. We saw definitely hard racing, but you saw very fair racing last night, which I think's another element to it that we don't usually have.
No, definitely. It's made it very clean racing compared to the last few Race of Champions. Talking about champions, I do believe we have Shane Van Gisbergen in for us for Race of Champions for tonight.
Yep. Yeah, he's connected. He's in there with the ANZ guys, and another ANZ guy in Dylan Carroll. So they've boosted their numbers a little bit from last night. But Shane Van Gisbergen is definitely one to watch, especially in this little Formula Mazda car. He loves this kind of racing.
Yeah, he's a freak. Whether it's on the oval, it would have been awesome to see him actually yesterday in the late model. He seems to get a lot of thrills out of that car. But yeah, I've seen him in the open wheelers in a few of these races, and he definitely does a brilliant job. So it's good to see him out there and being able to hopefully take it to these TTR boys and break them up a little bit. And I'm sure he's going to give Justin a bit of a push along as well.
Yeah, maybe it's just what Justin needs, another fast guy there in his corner, same way Madison and Muggo have got each other in TTR, and he'll definitely help Justin out, hopefully, anyway, but try to take it up to these other guys, but Shane, give him anything and he'll race it. Give him a billy card and he'll want to race it, so he enjoys it, that's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely, I don't think it's even going to have four wheels on it, and he'll give it a go. I'm surprised we're not actually trying to see him drift. Oh, there we go. Yep, no, he's drifted it now. But he didn't catch that one. But yeah, it's good to see him out there, and it definitely, I don't think he's really ever missed a full Race of Champions.
Yeah, no, he tries to get on there, the race sees. They weren't racing up at Ipswich yesterday, would have been on last night, no doubt. Really enjoys this kind of format. Pitting the best against the best, even the best like to see where they're placed from time to time.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the best of the virtual world. So, you know, I'm sure Shane Van Gisbergen loves coming out here and showing that he's a talent not only on the track but on the virtual track as well. So, yeah, great to see him out there.
Being Phillip Island as well, the amount of laps he's done in real life, it's got to be sort of a leg up for him.
Yeah, definitely. Some real life laps plus. I'm sure the real life laps have definitely been helped out by the iRacing laps that he's done here. All right, Brooksy, do you want to run us through Phillip Island for those who don't know what this track is?
Yeah, mate. Phillip Island, great little circuit down there in Victoria. It's got 12 turns to it. Track length's 4.4 kilometres long. Pit lane speed is 72 kilometres, just above sea level. So great track. It's a really nice, fast flowing track. Got a couple of hairpins, so it is a bit technical, but really a driver's favourite. Everyone enjoys going to Phillip Island.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun in high downforce cars. I've done a few laps around here in the HBD, and it's brilliant when you get a bit of downforce and you can really smash it around these corners. It's good fun, so I'm sure the guys will be loving this Star Mazda. Alright, now let's talk about freaks. While we're on the topic of madmen, we're looking at Madison Down. Now this guy is an absolute nutcase, can drive anything virtual. Dabbles a little bit in his dad's Cobra, is it? Is that what he's floating around in? Yeah, as well. So definitely one of those guys that a lot of the real life racers says it'd be amazing to see what he could do in a real car. But yeah, good to see him out on track again, and I'm sure he's going to be helping his teammate and also trying to secure himself one of these Race of Champions.
Yep, he's currently at the top of the list for times with a 26.2. I know it's just a warm up, but he's already showing his hand, showing that he's nice and fast already tonight.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of an onboard lap with Madison for this lap, as he'll be pushing it to just get a banked lap in. But he's had a little bit of experience in these open wheeler style cars. He was going for a pro license, but realised it didn't really work in with his sleeping pattern. So I think he gave up on that idea. But yeah, good to see him out there. Looks like Ben Cornett.
It is harder with our geographical location to pro license. You got to race the Europeans on the roadside, so it is hard. But a couple of us have done it. Yeah, Ben Cornett's out there. He's obviously pro driver, so
yeah, definitely.
It's about commitment, really, isn't it? If you want to get up and race at 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
I've got to say, it's got to be one of those hard things to do. 2-3 o'clock in the morning, trying to race. I hardly can keep my eyes open at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So good job by Ben Cornett. But Madison down in the warm up, just a little bit faster than him. Not much in it, but just a little bit.
Yeah, they're just ahead of the Z pairing there of Christian Elwood and Justin Ruggier. I know Christian would have been a bit down after last night. Got caught in some incidences and whatnot. He's usually up the pointy end of this field, so I'll be looking out for him tonight.
Yeah, I saw a post from him in the forums before where he wasn't overly happy with his performance from last night, and definitely looking to make amends for this one. So it'll be interesting to see how he finishes up. Wow, that is a very fast lap there from Madison down, a 1:26.004. So he's already put his fast lap in, and now he can just see if he can improve on that.
He's just been joined by his TTR teammate, Josh Muggleton, right behind. You'll be able to see in the picture-in-picture we've got going, the top 10. It'll be constantly updated as blokes go in and out of that. But you can keep an eye on that for the top 10 times throughout qualifying.
Yeah. Fantastic little thing, that picture-in-picture that the boys have managed to work out on the technical side there. So good to see it working. Good idea using it as qualifying lap times as well.
Yeah, I take my hat off to Desi and Seb. I know they were on all day yesterday making sure it was working and put a lot of hours into it, so congratulations to them. It's working really good. Hope the viewers are enjoying it.
I don't give Sebastian any credit for it. He wouldn't come up with an idea like that. It was all Desi.
It was all Desi.
No, good job by both of them. They did a good job last night, and hopefully they can keep it up for us tonight.
Well, surprise, we got a top three in the current standings, top three in qualifying. Then James Stevenson, not too far behind. Christian Elwood and Michael Fabian's put in a good lap, getting the 26s.
Good little racer, Michael Fabian. Keeps himself out of trouble as much as he can, and just put some decent laps in.
Well, the viewers can't really see it, but just outside the top 10 there, we've got Ian Lake doing very well. He's with a 27.1.
Oh, that's a really good little time, 27.1. Ian Lake having a few difficulties, obviously.
Actually, he's just, sorry to butt in, he's just jumped up to 6 with a 26.8.
Yeah, wow. So in the 26s, that's a really good job there from Ian Lake. Obviously trying to make a bit of redemption from last night after getting a few penalties in the first race. Now, we should probably also thank the guys providing prizes for all their races tonight. Demidov Innovations providing prizes for 1st to 5th, ranging from 50 for 1st down to 10 for 5th. And also a gaming mouse to admin's choice. So big thanks to Demidov Innovations for getting involved in Race of Champions.
Yeah, no, it's great to have Demi Dov on board. They're really trying to get a presence in this online sim racing, and they're going the right way about it.
Ben Cornett pips his way up into fourth. I don't reckon it'll be too long until we see him in the top 3 of this qualifying session. His first clean flying lap, he's put himself in fourth. So, see, I think Ben Cornett's out there by himself. He's got no teammates with him. Obviously, being the only Australian in Redline.
No, we got Luke McLean out there. Luke McLean is yet to post the time. I was just going to mention Luke McLean, another pro driver from Team Redline, Aussie guy. Yeah, well, he's another one to watch tonight. He's seems to be struggling just to come to grips with the car at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be one to watch in the race.
Yeah, definitely. Now, to be fair to these pro guys, they spend a lot of their time only driving one car consistently to make sure that they're the most competitive that they can be. So sometimes it's a little bit harder for them to get their heads around other cars. They don't really like to fiddle around with other ones. So it's good to see both of those boys out here. Madison Downs still securing pole there. He's definitely done a good job to put that lap down straight away, set the benchmark, and let everyone else try and catch up from there.
We've got a second international in tonight too, Daniel, in Vit Salamon. Good to see another international driver out there, and he's currently in 19th position.
Fitzsolomon's actually a good little peddler. We've seen him in a few races before. Not very often we've seen him, but he is a very, very good racer. And it's good to see Tobias out there as well. So Tobias, good to see him out there. 2 internationals for this one. Oh, actually, could we class Shane as an international?
Yeah, you got to swim to get there, so that includes Tasmanians too, doesn't it?
Yeah. So anywhere where you got to swim to is now international. So
yep.
All right, cool. We'll do that. That's probably made our international standing a little bit bigger.
Go to the picture-in-pitch. We got Sammy getting way loose off the last corner. Just dropped that back right onto the grass, and it spotted him straight into the track. Into the wall. Sorry.
Yeah, Sandman doesn't spend much time in these open wheelers, so you could see him struggling a little bit with this one. And we're just having a look personally at Jay Kennedy at the moment. Currently sitting in 31st. He seems like he's doing a fairly clean lap, but it's one of these. All these open wheelers are very deceiving. You think you're going quite fast, and then you get across the line, you're like, oh, wow, I'm really not that fast compared to everyone else.
Jay Kenny just pumped out a PB on a 28.5. Yeah, he hasn't moved up too much, but it's alright. As long as he's getting faster, he's in the 30th spot.
Yeah, definitely a good job there by Jay to get up a little bit further.
I've got a feeling that Shane Van Gisbergen might be sandbagging this one a little bit. I haven't been watching him, so I don't know if he's had any incidences or not, but back in 32nd position, he might be looking at not getting involved in any of the guys running for the championship and just coming back through the field from the back.
I've seen him do this a couple of times where he'll decide that he'll want to make a bit of fun for himself, and he'll qualify further up the back so he can just plough his way through the field. Not take out the competition. That's not what I meant by plough. Just kind of go straight. And I've seen him do this where he's gone straight from the back and he's in the lead. So if that's what he's planning on doing, good on him. A 1:29.046 there from Shane. Definitely not pushing it.
May just be circulating out there to help some teammates with the draft.
Talking about his teammates, Justin, is currently sitting in third. Is this the man of the hour that's just joined us in the com box? Jay Kennedy, are you there?
Hey boys, how we going?
Good,
How are you,
mate.
Jay?
Yeah, good. This car track combo, wow, this is fun.
You look like you're enjoying it out there. Looks like you've got a fair bit of control of the car out of there at the
No,
moment.
no control, it's just organised mayhem out there.
Oh, well, that's good. As long as it's organised and not just complete and utter mayhem like last night, then you'll be right.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I'm not coping as well tonight as I was last night.
No, I'm sure you'll get your head around it. One of those cars, we were watching you before, it looks like you're going fast, but once you get across the line, it's just really not that fast compared to the other guys.
Yeah, it's a tough car to drive and drive quick. It's let Muggo Nation pass me here.
Oh, you could have taken out Muggo Nation and then you would have been the
I
most
don't know who
hated
Muggo
person.
Nation is. It could be anyone driving that car, couldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's true. Maybe that's why he's doing so well. Maybe he's got different people who are specialised in different cars driving his car for Muggo Nation.
Yeah, I think we might have to put in a protest about that.
All right,
Conspiracy.
let's another rumour to hit V8s online. Josh
It's
Muggleton
all coming
actually
from the
not
same
racing
team.
or races.
Remember, you do
using
hear it here
other
first,
drivers.
folks.
That's right, here first, V8s online. For all your gossip on what's happening,
Real or made up, we don't care.
we don't care. I reckon one of us is going to really get hired by Auto Action real soon. Coming up with these kind of stories, guys, it's just absolutely brilliant. Although it's been a bit biased, I think nearly every story's involved TTR. Maybe we need to start another rumour about someone else.
Got to pick on the fast guys.
Oh, that's it. Definitely.
Oh, well, it means I'm safe.
And Jay. Got to pick on Jay too.
Thanks.
You're doing a good job out there, buddy.
Oh, it is good fun.
Having a look at Sandman at the moment. Stephen Clark, other commentator. Just looking for him in the list. He's currently 22nd with a 27.2.
But last night you could get a real conversation with Sam Man while qualifying and racing was going. Tonight you're not hearing boo out of him, so he's got the game face on tonight.
He's trying to prove his position here within TTR.
Either that or he's not talking to us anymore after last night.
Yeah. Maybe there was some heated conversations over at TTR. Sandman is now putting his game face on to prove his position as an actual team boss when he starts out his own team. So
Either that or he's trying to put his hand up for another team. You heard it here first.
Yep, that's it. Anyone looking for a new driver? Sandman is on the open market.
Oh, Muggo's just spun in front of me.
Oh, Ben Cornett! Oh, jeez, that was close.
Oh, sorry.
I've actually seen Muggo spin a few times. It looks like he's struggling a little bit trying to keep this car fast.
Actually cost me. I was up by 3/10 then. Thanks, Muggo.
Yeah, you come over the top of Lukey Heights and sort of moved over, let someone pass, and just lipped it. Just very controlled sort of spin for him.
All right, another rumor that's being spread right now after retaliation for last night's rumors. TTR balks V8's online driver Jay Kennedy on a fast lap to make sure that they secure position. Good on you, Michael Schumacher. All right, let's have a little look at John Latham.
He's definitely the unlucky guy last night. Computer problems in both races. He was actually my bolter for the late model. I thought he would have gone pretty good there. Actually set the second fastest practice time. So I was thinking he was going to go pretty good, but unfortunately he dropped out. So he'll be looking for better results tonight.
Definitely be kicking himself and probably made a very abusive phone call to whoever his internet provider is. So hopefully we'll see him for both races tonight.
Give you a quick run through the top 10. We got Madison Down still holding pole, Ben Cornett in second, Josh Muggleton third, Justin Wilgia fourth, Christian Arwood fifth, Michael Fabian sixth, Matty Barron's doing a good job up there in seventh, Wayne Burke in eighth, Shane Van Gisbergen's moved up to ninth, and Marlon McMullen's got into the top 10.
Marlon McMullen in the top 10 in the Star Masters. Good job there by Marlon.
Just over half a second covering the top 10 at the moment, so we're looking for a good race. It's nice and tight.
Yeah, there's definitely not much in it for this one, so it should definitely be a nice close race with a lot of drafting like we saw in the MX5s last night.
Tell you what's really hard is finding a clear bit of track to get a lap in.
What's the problem, Jay? Are people catching you too quick, or are you catching them?
Well, no, well both, I guess. It's tough to find that 5 or 6 second gap between cars to actually get your speed back up again and get on your lap. You're letting some guys get through coming up behind, so they had to basically drive it off the track for a couple of corners to let some guys through and not balk them. So it's quite tough out here.
Is the draft helping you out there at all? Is it
it's about
good to get up behind someone, or
about half a tenth down the front straight, or into turn one from the start finish line, but in some draft. So yeah, definitely is an advantage to get some draft.
we've only got a minute 40 to go in the session. I believe Christian Owers put in a good lap. He's moved up into third spot with 26.2.
Oh, look who's just come back up to the front there. Shane Van Gisbergen's just pipped it into second.
Well, he made a liar out of me. He's not sandbagging. He's going for it.
Oh, he's going to drift it as well. Oh, well. Look at that. He's made you just look like a jerk.
Yep.
Giving his teammate Justin a bit of a tow here down the straight. Working together. Get Justin here in the first. He's actually, his last lap, he wasn't that far off Madison. That was a 1:26.018. That's a very, very fast lap.
See, Josh Muggleton's just taken on to the lead with the first person into a 25. He's got a 25.95.
Also,
it's not
one to
Josh
watch,
Muggleton,
guys, as well.
on that,
Sorry,
in
Luke
that car.
McLean as well. He's right behind me in lap time. So there's your sandbag there, maybe.
I
Yeah,
think
we're
not. Luke
watching-
McLean's just gone to fourth. Shut your mouth, Jay Kennedy. You are an embarrassment. He's gone into fourth, not sandbagging at all.
Oh, well, there you go. I just drew your attention to it. Go me.
Good job spotting there, Jay.
Justin Ruggie just about to cross the... He's done a 26.4 in 7th spot. Wasn't able to improve on that lap.
Oh, he'd be a little bit disappointed about that. But those last few lap times coming through at the end here, they're definitely... So this is Justin's last chance here to get into the top three.
Yeah, he
Been
just got
bumped down
across
to
the
8.
line.
See if we can get our director to run on board here with Justin. Oh, don't
he's
worry
on.
about it. He snapped it. Sorry, Justin. I had nothing to do with that. Madison down.
I was going to say,
Comes
yeah.
straight back at Josh Muggleton at 1:25.915. So both TTR drivers have managed to do 1:25s.
Mate, they're on fire, these guys, aren't they? No stopping them at the moment.
I think it's time to have a sneaky word to Shane Van Gisbergen. He's not in to this one to win. Maybe he just needs to take 2 people out. Not saying how you should run your team, Brooksy. I'm just saying you might need a strong suggestion.
There's none of that, mate. None of that.
I'll feel really bad now if that actually happens.
Yeah. think is everyone's finished their flying lap. Yeah, Wayne Burke was the last one to finish the lap, and he ended up in ninth. So effort from Wayne Burke. Got the qualifying results up on screen. Two TTR guys in first and second, Madison Down, Pip and Josh Muggleton, the only two guys to get in the 25s. Then we got Shane Van Gisberg and then Luke McLean, Michael Fabian with a great lap of a 26-1 in fifth. Ben Cornett, Christian Arwood, Justin Ruggier, Wayne Burke and Sean Kelly rounds out the top 10. Geez, that top 10's like a who's who of Australian sim racing at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
11th, we got Matty Barron. Good lap. Chris Osborne, Ian Lake, outstanding effort. Marlon McMullen in 14th. James Stevenson, 15th. Bias in the 16th. 17th, John Latham. Dylan Carroll's 18th. Tony Ortridge, 19th. And Dave Oliver into 20th. And going over the page again, we got Craig Spark, 21st. Nathan Britton, 22nd. 23rd for Guy Leach. 24th for Paul Keegan. 25th, Chris Tarrant. 26th, Gavin Sadler. Rob Hartley, 27th. Stephen Clark, Sandman in 28th. Fitz Salmon in 29th. Simon Black in 30th. Reece Gardner's in 31st. Damien Butler, 32nd. Jay Kennedy, 33rd. And
Hey, I've
Marty
out-qualified
Atkins.
someone.
You beat Marty Atkins. Marty Atkins in 34th.
Reverse grid, I'm on the front row again. Tell you what, not bad. 32 drivers separated by 2 seconds. That's pretty awesome.
That is very good. Let's see, you spend too much time in here talking to us, Jay, and not driving.
Well, it just doesn't make any difference for me. When you're hopeless, you're hopeless. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely a good job there, Jay, for a no talent hack not to come dead last. So I'm proud of you, mate.
It looks like Marty actually didn't get a flying lap in there. It looks like his time was an out lap, so I guess I'm still last anyway. Oh, that's shocking, isn't it? What a disgrace I am.
That's all right, mate. You got to be in it to win it.
Not when you're as good as me. No way, I'm winning this thing.
Just stick behind Marty Atkins. I mentioned before that he's a Stephen Bradbury of iRacing.
Yeah,
just stick behind him and follow him through.
We've seen that in the V8 races the last 2 rounds, or 3 rounds. He found himself in lap near the top 10, just avoiding accidents. So I might stick with him.
Yeah, haven't plugged it yet tonight, but you're going to get a plug right now. If you guys are looking to part with a little bit of money, head over to donate.v8online.com.au, or you can head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/V8online, and hit the donate button to donate to the McGrath Foundation. It's a fantastic organisation. Any amount helps. $2, maybe give up your coffee for one day. So head over there, do a little bit of a donation, and it all counts, and you can claim it back on your tax. K-Rudd won't care.
I was just wondering, Daniel, if we could get our head steward, Mike Kylef, to come down on anyone that doesn't donate. Would that be a possibility?
If you do not donate and you are watching V8s online, we're going to send Mike door to door with a bucket and a paddle to collect. No, we're not going to go that far. He might just bring up with an abusive phone call
and some feathers.
Oh, that's
not
cruel.
You're not meant to enjoy it, but
yes.
That sounds like a normal night at Daniel's house. So.
Here we go. Yes.
Hey, I owe you a few, mate.
Okay, I'll accept that one. The comment that's going through my head right now, it's still 7:30, so I have to keep it fairly PG. So I'm not going to mention your new stage show. So maybe after 8:30, I'll tell you all about it.
Oh no.
Some big donators as well. Paul Keegan, $100 donation to the McGrath Foundation. Thanks, Paul Keegan, for getting behind it.
I want to
David-
say, well done to you, Brooksy. But
Oh,
it's not even
me?
running.
Not even running. Brooksy's
Is that you? Brooksy?
Yeah.
Phil.
What about it? What have I done
But-
now?
Oh, well, you know.
David.
I do-
Chris Tarrant donating $60. David Hingston 50. So some good donations coming through as well.
I
But
do
don't be
like
put off
that-
by the big guys.
I do like that John O'Barry donated 55 and then Tarrant had to pip him and donate 60. So that was good from those guys.
Bit of a friendly rivalry
That's
there
it.
between those two, and how much each person can donate. So good to see.
Yeah, you can get your friends, let your friends know about it. It's all for a good cause. So much we can raise, the better.
I heard around the grapevine as well that all the people that donate, our director Sebastian's going to put them in an ending cut video for the next Vets Online race. Yeah, good job,
Yep.
Sebastian.
Good, that is good.
He's just been nominated to do something that he's
Yep.
got no idea what he's doing. So
If you
go Seb.
if
You
you put it
guys.
if you do it over the live stream, then it has to get done.
You guys can't hear our producer, director Sebastian, but there's definitely not PG at the moment. That's okay.
You're doing what?
So donate and you'll get your name onto the stream, and you don't even have to be a fast driver to do it. So good job, Sebastian.
The only way I'll get my name in a stream. This is the only way I
No,
can
you
get in
get-
by
you get
just
the-
nominating myself.
You get the commentator tag. Well, looks like we've got our one of our event organisers here from OSR, Simon Black. How are you, mate?
How are you?
Fantastic.
Thanks, mate. How did you find that around Phillip Island?
That wasn't too bad. I was starting to get the hang of it. I unfortunately didn't get to do any practice, so I'm going to be up the back there, but it'll be good fun, I think.
You'll be down with me, mate. That's all right. There's nothing wrong up the back.
I don't think he's that far back.
I think I'm starting up near Melbourne somewhere, as opposed to Phillip Island, that far back. Hey, good. Glad you got that, Seb. That's all I'm going to say.
Righty, I thought I'd just drop in and say hello. I'll head back and go and do some racing. I'll catch you guys afterwards.
Sensational. Thanks, Simon.
See you, mate.
Maybe we should go and grab Sandman and get him out of his game face and get him
That's a
down
good
here.
idea.
All right, let
I
me.
want to rattle him a little bit.
Sandman, we're here to rattle you a little bit because we heard that you've got game face on tonight.
Oh, mate, I'm going to need a lot more than game face to get through tonight's proceedings, let me tell you.
Is this have anything to do with you looking for a new team?
I will never confirm or deny any of those rumours.
Doesn't usually when someone says not going to confirm or deny that, it's basically confirming it.
I think that's the way that murderers get away with murder, isn't it? By saying that. It's like
Well,
we know
depends on
this
who's
guy's
in court.
guilty, but yeah. So
Uh,
all right. So how are you feeling with this car anyway, Sandman?
I've done next to no laps in these things, so obviously I know Phillip Island quite well from the V8s, but yeah, struggling a little bit because there is a bit of an art to actually throw this thing around and get the most out of it.
You can tell the difference between the guys that are trying to be clean and just do a lap, and the guys that are actually really fast and they're just throwing this thing sideways around the corners.
and then you got me that's just got no idea and it's going sideways anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've just got Jay Kennedy. There you go. That's a good way to learn what to do. Just watch everything Jay's doing and just don't do
Do
that.
the opposite.
Just do the opposite.
Mate, you'll be the
Oh.
fastest guy out there in no time.
I could be on a winner here.
All right, let's ride on board with Jay Kennedy. Yeah,
No pressure, mate.
Yeah. We saw your effort from last night still, so yeah.
He's gone.
Yes.
He's done.
You had to mention that, didn't you, Daniel?
Sensational.
Uh,
Come on, mate. Jeez, it's not a four-wheel drive. Get it back on the track.
Oh, I've lost it.
Oh, that's hurt the car. I'll go back to the pits, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the suspension was built for that,
Nah.
Jay.
Try that again, eh?
Definitely.
Now I know why the guys always say, no, I don't really want to do the hot lap.
Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure. We know how you deal with pressure, Jay.
Oh, there's no such thing for me.
So there is not enough fuel in the car to finish this race, apparently. So you guys
That
are
is
going to be
correct.
doing pit stops.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to work out the fuel numbers now. That's what I'm sort of trying to do. Although the amount of fuel we actually need to do
And the amount of fuel you'll use going off the road.
Yeah, I'll end up in the pits anyway. But no, the amount of fuel that the car, or how the speed that the car takes the fuel on, it's not a massive difference. So probably play it the conservative and hit as early as I can and take enough fuel and get it home. So
Tyres, you think?
no, not enough time. They only take if you do tyres, they'll only change the front too. So won't
Now,
worry about tyres.
These cars are all on the new tyre model. Does anyone know how quickly these tyres wear off?
No, they are very new, aren't they? Only a couple of days old. I don't know if anyone's done any testing on them.
Depends on if they're Dunlops or Pirellis, I guess.
Bringing up the race preview, we've got 22 laps tonight, which equals 92 kilometres. 97 kilometres, sorry. 12 turns in all, which is, said before, a nice flowing track.
Or his favourite, I believe.
I've seen a lot of cars turning, looping it around. I don't know how they're going to go in the mid-pack.
Yeah, it's going to...
If he's got a tip for tonight, who do you reckon going to win this race?
Not me.
Well, you could probably control the fate of who's going to win this race, Jay
Well,
Kennedy.
if it's a reverse grid, then I'm a chance for causing the big pile up again. So
No, it doesn't need to be reverse grid for that, mate.
it's a lot of love in the room.
You know it is. It looks like the man with the stick has just entered the room as well. Mike Korolev just entering. So I'm sure he's getting ready to dish out some penalties.
Yeah, he'll have his whacking stick with him.
Oh, yeah.
Must say, it has been a very, very good inclusion. So we saw the driving standards drop quite bad over the last race of champions, with a lot of guys actually refusing to run towards the end due to the driving standards. So restored the faith for a lot of guys.
So he's getting ready to get bent over his car.
The guys look like they're still racing hard and fast, but a bit more room than we've seen previous race of champions.
Yeah, I think the point structure as well sort of playing a bit of that too. So, but yeah, live penalties and actually having a proper race controller definitely helped those standards, I think. Oh, it's tough pit entry in these cars too.
I think we might do run quickly across donations again. If you want to donate to the McGrath Foundation, donate.v8online.com.au. You can also head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/V8online, and hit the donate button at the top to make any donation. Any donation counts. So it's for a good cause. Make it happen. It's a thing that touches nearly everyone's lives. So it's a good cause to get behind, and throw a bit of support behind what they're trying to do there at the McGrath Foundation.
It's an awesome foundation, and one that you hope you never will need to have any help from. So it's pretty important to donate to those sort of charities. And the McGrath Foundation was founded, of course, in memory of Jane McGrath, who lost her battle to cancer at a very, very young age. So very important cause to get behind.
Exactly. A lot of these foundations that we're starting to throw some support behind now, they are ones that we hope that no one will have to use through our sim racing family, and even our V8s Online. Everyone who's involved and everyone that watches, we don't want to see anyone go through it, but they're there, and there's a good chance that with the amount of people that are involved in our lives, that it's going to affect us at one stage or another. So it's definitely an important cause to get behind.
Yeah, I can't say it any better than that, Daniel. Been a lot of people practicing the starts. What do these cars like to get off the line, guys?
Haven't tried. No idea.
I would have really loved to see this one be a rolling start, but you know, not going to say anything. I'll just keep quiet. Yeah, we're going to let Jay and Sandman go, because Sandman's not much fun, because he's just angry. You know, I understand all the effort you're putting in at the
Got his
moment,
game
Sandman.
face on.
You're trying to find another team. Look, mate, we'll start hunting for you now. Anyone that wants a driver, just send a PM to Sandman on the forums. He's looking for a new team.
Email
Need a guy
to
with some experience.
sandmanrecruitment@v8online.com.
We're going to agree. We got a reverse top 10. We got Sean Kelly off the pole, Wayne Burke second, Justin Ruggier third, Christian Arwood, Ben Cornett, Michael Fabian, Luke McLean, Shane Van Gisbergen, and it puts Josh Muggleton and Madison down back in 9th and 10th. Go down, we got Matty Barron, Chris Osborne, Ian Lake, Marlon McMullen, James Stevenson, Tobias, John Latham, Dylan Carroll, Tony Ortridge, Dave Oliver, Craig Spark, Nathan Britton, Guy Leach, Paul Keegan, Chris Tarrant, Gavin Sadler, Rob Hartley, Stephen Clark, Bit Salmon, Simon Black, Reece Gardner, Damien Butler, Jan J. Kennedy, Marty Atkins off the last spot.
Big grid. Reverse top 10. Matty Barron called it. And it looks like we're off. Guys getting a clean start there. The mid-pack, though, seems to be bunching up a little bit.
They all got away from the line okay.
Oh, we've got one guy who's gone a little bit wide there onto the grass. Oh, we've got a bit of an accident a bit further back. I think that was Ben Cornett. There's a fair few cars involved.
Oh, there's cars going everywhere. Oh, it's huge. Oh, this is unbelievable. It's huge. So there's too many
massive.
cars.
There's cars.
We've got Dave Oliver.
Everywhere.
We've got Ian Lake, Madison Downs involved in that one. Marlon McMullen, championship leader, is out.
That's heartbreaking. Justin Ruggier, we're making the most of this. Justin's sitting in third now.
And we've got yellow flag. We've got cautions.
Good call there by our race directors to throw up the caution flag for that one.
The drivers are asking for a restart, but I think they'll just follow this safety car for a couple of laps and sort themselves out.
Yeah, definitely. That all comes down to racing incident. You go in too hard. And it all looked like it just started with two cars, just a little bit harder. One of them hit the grass, and then it just all downhill from there. But that's racing. That's what happens. Can't restart every time something like this happens. But I'm sure Justin's going to make the most of it. So the boys are trying to find a replay for us now.
Yeah, it was Ben Cornett and Christian Arwood come together straight across the front of Shane Van Gisbergen, and it was just a domino effect from there. There was cars going everywhere. Muggos went sideways around the entire turn 2, just about. Madison Down ran into him. Marlon McMullen was pretty much everyone involved from 5th spot backwards was involved in that accident.
Yeah, definitely. Not good to see. Josh Muggleton looks like he's struggling with his car a little bit here, pulling it into pits. So that's Josh Muggleton and Madison Down, both with damage on their car. So this is really going to throw a mix into the bag. If Justin can stay out there, this is going to give him some really, really good points.
We're in the chopper view of Pip. You'll see what happens here. They just all concertina straight into each other. And really, these cars are barreling into turn 2 there with absolutely nowhere to go.
It's actually not the first time I've seen this happen at Phillip Island. There's been a few races at Phillip Island where I've seen that happen. It's a very deadly corner. One person carries too much speed, and the cars are still really close together because it's pretty much straight off the start line. And yeah, one car, that's all it takes, and unfortunately a few go from there. Well, Brooksy, we'll get you to go quickly across the gains and losses because some big movers.
Well, Sean Kelly and Wayne Burke and Justin Ruggier stayed the same. The top 3, they were pretty much the only 3 not involved in it. Luke McLean's jumped up 3. Nathan Britton, Paul Keegan up 16 and 17 spots. Guy Leach up 15. the biggest move I can see is Damien Butler up 22 spots at the moment. Reece Gardner, our pit lane reporter on Monday nights, is up 19 spots. Jay Kennedy's up to 20, he's up 13 spots. The guys that have missed out, Christian Harwood 24, Ben Cornett 24 spots, Josh Muggleton 14 spots, he's lost. Madison down 17, so this has really shaken the field up.
Definitely has. I'm just looking at Shane Van Gisbergen at the moment, and looks like his car's still doing all right. I'm actually surprised to see that Justin hasn't decided to pit in now and take advantage and get some fuel on, because everyone else looks like they're doing their pit stops. Everyone's running in now to get some fuel. So these guys are
cars hitting the walls in the pit stops. There's that many of them in the pit lane at the moment.
Jeez.
And the guys that haven't pitted, actually Ben Cornett's got out in front of the safety cars. That's a good move by Ben Cornett.
Alright, the stick's out. Car 22 is under investigation. So Christian Elwood is they're looking at for that incident.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that were involved right at the start of it. It was a bit hard as sort of turned down on Ben Cornett, so it might be this. He might get a penalty out of that, actually, Christian. I think. Don't like to make predictions, but I think it might happen.
The other guys. Well, see if we can get hold of Jay and Sandman while these guys try and shuffle themselves around for this caution lap. Jay and Sandman, caution already. How's everything going for you guys? Oh well, Jay, you're the one that you really kind of gained a bit out of this as well.
Oh, I actually got cleaned up too. I actually, when I was sorry, I just had a few voices in my ear there. When I actually stopped on the track, Rob Hartley spun ahead of me as he was coming back on and clipped my front wheel, and it sort of clipped it a little bit and gave me a second of repairs. So, but yeah, I found myself up into the top 20 at one point there. But stupidly, I took tyres at the pit stop after talking about it, saying no tyres.
Rookie.
Another thing we spoke about. I told you to stick behind Marty. He's now in 8th spot from dead last.
Yeah, he hasn't pitted yet though. I'll tell you what, you can tell a lot of these guys don't do much oval racing because they've got no idea what's going on behind a safety car.
Yes. I'm actually watching the driver's straight. No one knows what's going on.
I think we're actually going green too, boys. Sorry.
Yeah, we've just gone green, guys.
All right.
Yeah, Justin's actually got a really good run here.
There's a lot of blokes been caught napping. Simon Black, Shane Van Gisbergen, all that, they've been caught napping. They've got a big gap back up to the leaders.
Oh, Justin and Wayne Burke going for it there. Yeah, I think
Justin's moved in a second, but he hasn't pitted, so I don't know why he didn't take the opportunity to pit then.
It's definitely going to be a bit difficult unless he's going to hope on another caution, because if he doesn't pit now, these other guys have had their damage fixed. He's going to have to make a pit stop under green flag racing, which is probably going to cost him.
Oh, that's going to cost him huge. All these guys at the front haven't pitted yet. Luke McLean, Sean Kelly, Wayne Burke. Go to picture in picture, you can see Guy Leach actually hit the wall in pit lane. Yeah, he's being shoved from behind and it's put him straight into the wall, so just throw a bit more damage on it to fix. He'll be right.
These four guys at the front here are really going for it though. See if we can get the director to have a little look at the car view from Luke McLean and see how close all this is.
Guys are weaving, trying to break that draft. Justin's
So
all
Justin-
over the place.
yeah,
he's got the
he's got
inside line here.
That's where you want to be. So
Oh,
Luke McLean's going to come across as well.
well
North
done by
Kent-
Sean. He didn't want to get involved in that. He
Definitely thought
Also,
better of it.
yeah, with the reverse, he knew that these guys had a bit more pace on board than him with the reverse starting order. So not a bad move actually.
And now Justin and Luke McLean first and second. Justin's really going to need to put his foot down to make sure that he opens this gap up because
Oh,
he's
Wayne.
still got to do a pit stop.
Sorry to butt in there, Daniel. Wayne Burke's massive dive on Sean Kelly into the hairpin, and he's made it stick.
Good job there by Wayne Burke. I'll just see if we can get a little bit of a look at Madison Down and Josh Muggleton making their way back through the field.
Got Marlon McMullen having a spin at turn 2 and 3. Yeah, the back end just stepped out on him at mid corner there, and he'll lose a few spots.
So Madison Down trying to get around Craig Spark. Craig Spark's actually putting up quite a good little battle here with Madison.
Madison Down and Josh Muggleton must have magnets on their cars because they're just attracted to each other every race lately.
I think there's more than magnets there.
Our fellow commentator Stephen Clark having a spin at the exact same spot Marlon McMullen did on just a few minutes ago. There was someone else having a spin there as well. I didn't quite catch who. Cars are definitely struggling for grip around turn 2.
Madison's got to move on Spark. Just a little bit further up from Madison as well. Ben Cornett is putting down some lap times, trying to...
Sparks held it around the outside of turn 1, and Madison's... Oh, and he's gone off... Nah, he's gone off at turn 2. Oh, that was a great bit of driving up until that point.
Just receiving a message to do with the pit window rule. Apparently it was a little bit confusing out there for drivers. Oh, we've got a car off a little bit further up. Who's that? Luke McLean having a few issues, and there's a pink car. Just
Tony Autridge, it was.
Tony Autridge having a few issues there.
Got quite a bit of damage.
Luke McLean has actually disconnected from this race.
Oh, it was Luke McLean that got into the side of Tony Autridge, so Luke McLean was re-entering the track.
I'm just going to get a replay of that up in our picture-in-picture. Justin Ruggier now.
If you have a look at the picture-in-picture replay, you've got Luke McLean, he comes around, he gets sort of hung out to dry at the hairpin there, re-entering the track, runs straight into Tony Autridge and hence ruining both their nights.
Yeah, definitely. Now, a quick question. How long do you think a pit stop would take around Phillip Island in a Star Mazda to get the fuel you needed to get back out?
For Justin's sake, I hope less than 15 seconds, but it won't be. It'd be at least a 40-second delay, I'd imagine.
So he's definitely got a lot of work to do if he's going to balance this one out, because looking at the times, he'll actually drop all the way back to 22nd.
Yeah, he's I'm not sure why he didn't pit. That's a little bit crazy to be quite honest. But anyway, I'm usually in there telling him what to do.
Maybe that's his problem. He needs you to direct him. But that's all right. Around now, he's definitely doing some decent lap time. So if he can just put his head down.
He was real dirty on himself from spinning in the late model last night. So I think he will be head down in this race. He won't want to make any more mistakes.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a conversation with him before about that, and he wasn't overly happy, but definitely he's getting into it now. Matty Barron and Damien Butler having a nice little battle, and a little bit further up from them, Christopher Osborne.
And Ben Cornett.
Cornett has just made another move. Ben Cornett's really starting to make his way back through this field.
Yeah, Ben Cornett's a lap down in 25th, but it's not stopping him from having a bit of fun and moving his way up. Guy Leach and Paul
Guy
Keegan
Leach,
going.
I think Guy Leach has just managed to get that position there under brakes.
Getting word through that Muggo's had a spin.
Well, Madison Down is actually
You look-
still moving through the field.
You look at the picture-in-picture replay. Muggo's same spot, turn 2. He's got it all crossed up, and he's gone off. There's another car's gone off there. They're really struggling with turn 2 tonight. Don Latham went off with him, so
Definitely in turn 2, especially if you're watching someone in front of you and they're carrying a bit too much spit. Maybe Van Gisbergen having a few issues there. See what's going
reports
on.
that Gavin Sadler and Shane Van Gisbergen have dropped in. Shane Van Gisbergen's disconnected from the race.
So is Gavin Sadler, so obviously something not quite right there with those two.
Got a replay of what happened to Shane. He come down into the hairpin. He got way loose, went around, re-entered the track, and yep, clipped Gavin Sadler. Unintentional. Shane was trying to pull it up.
They'll definitely be disappointed by that, as Justin Rodriguez still pushes hard to try and make some time up. Reese Gardner and Tobias here having a nice little battle. Reese Gardner, obviously one of the dynamic SimSport guys. Really good job
Reese
from
Gardner. He was sideways all the way up from Siberia then.
He's done really well to hold that. And yeah, he's a great little driver, dynamic SimSports driver. Good to have him on our team, and yeah, he's definitely doing a fantastic job out there at the moment. Madison Down though, still making his way through. Currently sitting in 11th.
Got Guy Leach all over the back of Marty Atkins at the moment. I just have to touch on Marty Atkins has made 28 positions so far in this race, but I think he still has to pit. There's Marty gets done by Guy Leach there. Marty Atkins has got a whole heap come up behind. You've got Paul Keegan, Christopher Oswald, Matty Barron and Madison Down and Ben Cornett all catching up to him. So he might want to dive for the pit lane just to get out of the way, I think. Go on board with Madison Down. Comes down out of Lukey Heights.
Matty Barron just in front of him.
Yeah, he's really applying the pressure to Matty Barron, but that won't faze Matty Barron. He'll enjoy this.
Yeah, he definitely will. He likes a little bit of pressure, old Squizzer. Likes when the racing gets tough. Madison get down still, managing to maintain that gap, 17 seconds between him and Justin, so it'll be interesting to see what happens once they pit.
Just in front there, Barron nearly got inside of Osborne. Osborne was all over the back of Paul Keegan, which sort of unsettled him a bit, and Barron nearly got the move done into turn 2. Osborne has a look down the inside, and beautiful move, really good on the brakes there of Osborne to get past Keegan.
And would you believe it, Jay Kennedy still on the lead lap. Don't know how much longer this will be for, but he's currently still on the lead lap. So good job there, Jay. Currently sitting in 22nd, mate. Now Justin's got a 1 second gap between him and Wayne Burke. Is that right? Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Wayne Burke's really stamping his authority on this race at the moment.
Yeah, fantastic drive by him.
Matty Barron's still got Madison down behind him. Matty Barron's weaving all over the track to try and break the draft. Madison's got the inside run, but Matty lets him through. The race has sort of settled down a little bit now. Everyone's sort of found their groove and built into a spot where round blokes are at equal speed.
Yeah, it definitely has. It's seems to have tamed itself a little bit now. Where it's going to get exciting is when these guys who haven't pit and they need fuel decide that they can't stay out any longer to get fuel.
Want to check out the picture-in-picture. We've got Ian Lake, another one, a turn 2 victim.
That's a little bit disappointing. Ian Lake did a really good job there in qualifying and hoping to have a bit of a strong race, but turn 2 seems to be claiming a few victims for this one.
Got a really mixed up field with that accident. We've got guys like Christian Elwood back in 15th, Josh Muggleton in the 17th spot. Gonna really hurt their championship efforts. Christian Elwood will make dives for the pit lane. I guess the ones we're watching is Justin Rogier and Madison down at the moment, an 18-second gap, but it's not going to be enough for Justin to get past Madison for this race, so can't see him taking the lead in the title at the moment. Getting reports through that Tobias has had a turn 2 incident. You have a look at your picture-in-picture. Yeah, pretty much a carbon copy of what everyone else is doing. It's just that back end stepping out as they go around there. Was sort of put off Reece Gardner, same thing, stepped out on him, and I may have put Tobias off a little.
Yeah, I'm actually just looking at Reece Gardner now. He's really hammering this car around this track, getting it sideways. Marty Atkins, Christopher Osborne, Madison Down, all in a nice little battle here.
Yeah, Marty Atkins is doing real well. He's competing with these guys. After his qualifying time, it surprised me, but doing really well. They're definitely not making it past too easy.
Ian Lake has left the server as well.
We're getting reports through Chris Osborne's blinking quite a bit in this battle pack. There's nothing more off-putting when you've got a car around you blinking on and off the track.
It would have to be one of the most distracting things, especially when they do a long blink. Oh, Madison Down's going to take advantage here. And Ben Cornett, who's still a lap down, looks like he wants to come through as well. Yeah, well, this is a bit on the opposite for Madison Down. He's normally the one that's blinking, so bit of payback there, Madison.
Yeah,
huh? Someone else has got the dodgy internet connection. You've got to try and get past them.
Ben Cornett's a lap down, but he still wants to get in amongst it. He's in 22nd spot at the moment, but he's obviously got pace on board and he wants to get past. And maybe he's hoping for a lucky dog at some stage.
He would definitely love that. Ben Cornett is probably one of the guys you would have definitely tipped for a top 3 position if that first lap incident didn't happen. He's absolutely smashing it through here at the moment. Madison straight past Marty Atkins, starting to hunt down Guy Leach. Justin would be feeling the pressure. Justin still needs to do a pit stop. Madison's obviously already gotten his out of the way, so this is definitely big points here for Madison.
Yep.
And considering his teammate is so far back,
There's a telling statistic. Madison's in traffic and he's doing the same lap times as Justin, so and Justin's got clean air.
I think the biggest issue Justin's going to be finding is that he's got no one to actually draft with.
He's actually got Wayne Burke applying some pressure to him as they both go
Oh,
pit lane.
Justin's in pits now. So this is where it's going to get interesting. We'll see where Justin comes out, but it looks like he's probably end up back in 17th, 18th. He'll be near Sandman by the time he gets out of this pit.
Yeah, I was just having a guess at 40 seconds. It could be longer. I didn't time any of the other guys, but Jay might be hoping for a minute 24 pit for Justin. That means he'll be in front of him.
Justin still going further back. Justin out of the pits now.
Yeah.
See where he comes out. Actually, that's a fairly decent pit stop there by Justin, but still managed to lose a fair few positions there. With Craig Spark right behind him. Michael Fabian leading the race with 4 seconds splitting between him and James Stevenson, and Madison Down sitting in third. Justin's got some work to do now.
I'm pretty sure Michael Fabian's pitted as well, so this could be a win for him.
Sensational job. There's not many laps that really kind of get back up there for Justin. We're in lap 16 now of 22.
If you have a look at the picture-in-picture, we got Sean Kelly and Josh Muggleton having a good battle back there. That in 13th and 14th spot. Josh Muggleton goes down the inside and Sean Kelly comes back at him outside of the hairpin.
Michael Fabian still managing to hold his gap here. 4 seconds now, the gap still between Michael Fabian and James Stevenson. So good job there for Fabian to have that much gap. Already Madison Down has 10 seconds that he needs to make up to get back up to where Michael Fabian is.
Just having a look, Michael Fabian's lap times are a little bit quicker than James Stevenson. They're a little bit quicker than Madison Down, so he's looking really good at the moment, Michael Fabian.
I'm just having a quick look here at Madison Down. Ben Cornett's in front of him. So I don't know if that's balking him a little bit or Ben's trying to give him a bit of draft to get him back up there.
Ben's actually made the move at some stage. He was behind Madison only a lap ago. Tell you what, Ben Cornett's come out of the pit, got past Madison, sorry, and he's laid down a 1 minute 26. So as soon as they got through that pack, a little bit of fresh air, as he goes off the track. Madison Down back past.
Well, he's not losing any positions by having that happen. James Stevenson, fantastic job there. Still not as fast as Michael Fabian, but still has a 5-second lead over Madison Down, so he could probably just sit there and keep doing these lap times to secure his position there in second. Justin, though, needs to get around Wayne Burke.
We got Muggo all over the back of Craig Spark at the moment, coming up to turn 2.
Yeah, and once he gets around Craig Spark, that's Justin just in front of him.
I think Muggo might have a little look down here into the hairpin on Spark.
Yeah, definitely. Muggo will want to get those points, especially on Justin, whether...
Tell you what, Spark was ultra committed there in the braking zone. He did not give Josh Muggleton anything.
Yeah, definitely. Craig Sparks done a really good job. He's defended his position quite well against Madison for a while, and he's doing a good job against Muggleton here.
Oh, Muggo's got an inside run on him. Coming out of the hay shed up over Lukey Heights, and Muggo's got the position done.
Fantastic drive there by Muggleton. See if we can get the...
Gone wide though. Gone wide, and Sparks got the position back. He's around the outside and he's got it. He's got the drive off
Good
the corner.
job. Muggleton's got a bit of speed coming through here now. Interesting to see how this is going to turn out coming into turn 1.
Sparks protecting the inside line though into turn 1.
Muggleton's got a bit of speed coming through here.
He's going to hold around the outside. No, he can't. Got into turn 2. Sparks just running that white line at the moment. He's trying to unnerve Muggleton a little bit, which I don't think he will do. But
no, it's very hard man to shake. But Muggleton sitting right in his draft here.
Oh, he's going to have
Going
a
to get
look
him down the
hairpin.
braking marker. Yeah, he's got that done. Good job there from Josh Muggleton. Gets the move done at the hairpin.
That was nearly a lap-long manoeuvre there. That was
And,
good racing between the guys.
The battle up front, Justin has got in front of Wayne Burke as well. So good job there from Justin, putting another car between him and Josh Muggleton.
Well, Derek will try and find a replay of that overtake for Justin. It is important in the championship scheme of things.
Matthew Barron a little bit further up for 5th and 6th. Matthew Barron sitting here with Guy Leach. Jay Kennedy making sure he gets out of everyone's way.
I would just highlight people to the picture-in-picture of Druggier's move. This gets a better run out of the hairpin. Got Matty Barron and Guy Leach having a real good battle at the moment. Matty Barron has a look at the inside into the hairpin. I tell you, a lot of guys have been really nice. They're just letting guys dive down at the hairpin tonight. They're not really putting up much of a fight there.
Yeah, not much defence there. I'm actually quite surprised that Craig Spark made it so easy for Josh Muggleton after being so defensive in those last few corners. Oh, we've got a replay coming up very soon of Jay Kennedy making a rookie mistake as usual. So good job being the retard out on the field there, Jay.
As he comes into Siberia, just at the apex, gets loose, snaps oversteer and just touches the wall.
All right, here's a battle to watch.
Matty Barron protecting that inside line into turn 1.
Yeah, doing a good job there, Squizzer. Michael Fabian, he's actually doing some really good lap times. 1:26.976 his last lap around. So fantastic lap as he comes around to the white flag this time around.
He's really put in a real good drive. He's come out of the accident, got his pit stop done, and he's really put the head down and pumped out some good lap times, Michael Fabian.
Yeah, good to see. Bit of a change, a bit of a shake-up to Race of Champions, although Madison Down finishing 3rd, which is probably going to put him in the lead for this one.
Getting reports through that Muggo's had a mistake at turn 2. Have a look at picture-in-picture replay now. Yeah, steps out on him, goes to the inside, snap oversteer, trying to get back on the back. No damage, but a couple of spots lost for Muggo.
Turn 2, must hate Muggleton. We'll stay on board with Fabian for this is his final lap for this one. Fantastic drive so far by Michael Fabian. Still a couple of corners to go, but he's definitely got a dominating lead at the moment.
He come from sixth spot on the grid. That's he's did suffer some damage in that accident, but he was able to get out ahead of everyone else and really impressed with his drive tonight.
Marty Atkins, you picked this at the beginning. If you stick with Marty Atkins, you'll just get through Stephen Bradbury of Race of Champions. So good job from Marty.
27 positions at the moment he's made. One thing about Marty's just clean and consistent, not make mistakes. So that's what obviously brings points for you.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Michael Fabian now into the last corner. He's definitely going to take this one nice and easy.
Round of applause for Michael. He's done well.
That's a fantastic drive by Michael Fabian to secure that win after all the chaos that happened, and to secure it by 5.5 seconds back from 6 seconds back from James Stevenson, who's just crossed the line there. Second place for James Stevenson, and fantastic drive from him as well to get second. Madison down obviously in third. And a couple of these guys come across the line now. Marlon McMullen looking a bit further back. One of our last cars on the lead lap is looks like he's struggling to get around the track.
Yeah, there was a bit of carnage in that race, but looks like Marlon's picked up some sort of damage, or is he short on fuel?
Might be short on fuel because his car looks actually quite straight.
The picture-in-picture, we got Marlon coming around in the last lap here. Goes off at the hairpin. No damage though, so I don't know if he's just short on fuel, just nursing at home. He's the last car to finish, so can run through the final finishing positions. Final race results were Michael Fabian, fantastic effort in P1, James Stevenson P2. Madison Down come in third, which is a good effort after the damage he suffered. Christopher Osborne fourth, Matty Barron good effort into fifth, Guy Leach, Marty Atkins into seventh, which is a terrific effort. Justin Ruggie after that late pit stop into eighth, Wayne Burke ninth, Paul Keegan 10. A few good different names in the top 10 there. 11th, Craig Spark, Sean Kelly 12th, Josh Muggleton back in 13th, Tobias into 14th, Dave Oliver 15th, 16th for Damien Butler, 17th for Christian Arwood, 18th for Sandman Stephen Clark, and 19th for Marlon McMullen. Finishes the guys on the lead lap. Jay Kennedy, the first guy home, a lap down in 20th, Rob Hartley 21st, Simon Black 22nd, Vit Solomon 23rd, John Latham and Ben Cornett and Reece Gardner, Ian Lake and Shane Van Gisbergen back in 28th after disconnecting with that accident, Gavin Sadler, Luke McLean, Dylan Carroll in 31st, Tony Ortridge in 32nd, Nathan Britt 33rd and Chris Tarrant rounds the field out in 34th spot.
Fantastic effort across the field after such a bit of a bad start to the race with so many cars being taken out. Justin Ruggie is probably going to be kicking himself about missing that pit stop. But overall, a great race. Great race from all the guys in the field. Congratulations to Michael Fabian James Stevenson and Madison Down, first, second, third. Good job from Madison Down coming all the way through the grid. Remember, guys, you can head over to donate.v8online.com.au to donate to the McGrath Foundation. Fantastic cause. Also head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/V8online. Hit the donate button and you can donate. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for at 20 to 9. Go and grab a sandwich, a coffee, a beer, whatever you're going to do. We'll be back for the final race of Race of Champions to decide who is going to be the champion for Race of Champions 5. Thanks for joining us.